Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Brooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, beautiful people.
I forgot you were singing.
We are back.
Right.
Oh my God.
The Man Cave Morning Show.
You R&B
Wednesday
singer, you.
edition. We are here. Good morning, beautiful people.
Good morning.
Yes,
It's
yes.
the Man Cave Morning
Let's start
Show.
off
Can I get a little bit of
by introducing
It's the Man Cave
the
Morning
amazing
Show.
squad of the Man Cave Morning Show.
Yes.
It's the Man
To
Cave Morning Show.
my far right, the dude that gets a little rude, especially when he's in a bad mood. But he's singing today, but we call him Deacon Woo. Clap it up for Deacon Woo.
Oh, let's get it. Wu-Tang is for the children.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
All right, good morning.
Oh, boy.
To the right of me, yes. Yes. It is the amazing,
For Miss America.
the
Wade,
talented, the bilingual,
the gorgeous.
Hola. Yes.
Hurricane Kiss.
Good morning, good morning, good morning,
Yes.
good morning.
In the building.
In the building, baby.
And to the left of me,
Looking all almondy.
the bedazzler,
The bejeweled.
The fashionista.
The sparkly.
the flamethrower.
The flamethrower.
We affectionately call her Jackie D.
AKA Storm Hams.
Wakanda forever.
And you in the middle, sir, would be who?
I am just humbly at your service, Storm Norm the General. Salute to you all.
Yes.
Welcome. Good morning to the Man Cave Morning Show. Yes. You know we got to start off
Yes.
by showing some love. Shout out to everybody watching us live right now
Yes.
on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching us live right now on Twitter,
Yes.
Periscope.
Bang.
Shout out
IG.
to everybody watching us live right now on the mother site, WBKS1.com.
Bang.
Shout out to everybody watching us live on Ustream.
Bang.
Shout out to everybody listening to us live on the TuneIn app.
Yes.
If you don't have it by now, download the TuneIn app. It is free, people.
It's free.
Millions and millions of people. More people subscribe to the TuneIn app than iHeartRadio, and we are on
Yes.
the TuneIn app.
Shout
Nice.
out to everybody on
Clap that
IG.
up.
Yes,
As well.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody on IG.
Alright.
Salute. Good morning to everybody on IG, and also much love, peace, and blessings to everybody on Facebook checking us out right now. Salute to you all. Let's start this thing off. It's the Man Cave Morning Show.
Indeed.
And let's give some FB love. Good morning, Tracy Abram.
Good morning.
As y'all trickle in, good morning, Sandy B. What's up, baby?
Sandy B. Boo.
See?
Good morning, Anthony Williams.
Good morning.
Good morning, Denise Sparrow.
Good morning.
Good morning, Yusef Majid. What's up, bruh?
Majid.
Yeah, man. Good morning, Nat, Eugene Napoleon. Good morning, Lisa Kennedy Williams. Good morning, Trisha Shell Givens. What's up, sis? Good morning, Yvette Bridges. Good morning, Fabian Buchanan. Good morning, Washington Fred. Good morning, Dee Dee Graham. Good morning, Julius Gregg. What's up, bruh?
Greg.
Good morning, Robert Parham. Good morning, sir.
Respect.
Don't beat nobody up today.
Yes.
Yeah, dig it.
Yes.
Yes.
Kung fu.
Good morning to all you
Shots on
beautiful
nobody.
people, and let's give y'all some applause, please. Yes. Now, we're going to be talking about a few things today. And one of the things we're going to dive into. I'm sorry.
You're going to dove into it.
I'm sorry. I'm not drinking morning. Yes, I got brain freeze.
Slurpee brain freeze.
Today's show is sponsored by 7-Eleven Slurpees.
Oh, you got hurricane on the sound effects. Oh, snap.
So anyway, one of the things we are going to be discussing this morning is number two, long distance relationships. Can they actually work?
Yikes.
What do y'all think? Long distance relationships, can they actually work? And the other thing we're going to be discussing, which is our number one topic, is life mistakes you need to stop making by the age of 40. Share this out because somebody going to need to hear this info today. So no matter what platform you are listening to us on, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, Ustream, whatever.
Tune in.
All of them. Share it out. Somebody going to need to hear this today. And there's going to be some eye-opening things today. And maybe it might be some things that can help you get your life right.
Get your life right.
All right, so
I like that.
Get your life.
Yeah, we just want to keep it 100 today with you on the Man Cave Morning Show. But now there's been some things that's been going on, current event-wise, in the news.
Yes.
And one of them
Lord Jesus.
that was brought to my attention by one of my lovely co-hosts over here was the fact that, do you got the story? I got the story right here, though.
Yeah.
So evidently, explain it to me.
So this guy was playing, I guess, basketball. They were somewhere and they was playing basketball. And what happened was he took a hard foul. Now, that happens in street ball.
Right.
You know, there's really not a whole bunch of rules in street ball. Right. He called the cops.
Wait a minute, hold on. He called the cops. Why again? Say it again.
Because he took a hard foul.
Because he took a hard foul. Okay. All right.
Don't look at me.
So,
do not look at me.
Yeah, I think, I got this story still up? Yeah, because you know the Roots.
I cannot.
The Roots.com, they reported on it. And
I cannot.
Can we read some of this, Hurricane?
Yes. Ooh, the witness told local station WTTG that he initially thought the nordist, the white man, was joking, but that was the witness' first mistake. I thought he was being extra. The witness, identified only as Aaron, told the station, Aaron should know that in today's America, white people call the police for anything. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Swimming Sheriff Susie, Permit Patty, and Coupon Carl.
We talked about Coupon Carl yesterday.
These are all the people that have called the cops on black people.
So Hands reportedly left the court after the Black Panther screen and walked to the front desk where he called the police. When the cops came, he was like, why are you wasting my time? Aaron told WTTG. Unfortunately, video footage of the incident is not available at the Gems basketball courts. Don't have video surveillance. No one was recording the game at the time of the incident because it was a effing pickup game of basketball.
But we do have this.
Video. We do have it?
But we do have this. This is not the actual
I can't.
This was after the cops were called, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the video. We're gonna run the clip.
I cannot.
This is the Man Cave Morning Show.
Oh. This is the hardest foul in America, bro. What you guys say, bro? You calling the cops if you get fouled, Berto? You calling the cops if you get fouled? You calling the cops if you get fouled? Have you ever been called for a basketball foul before the? No. This is the first time?
That's my first basketball foul.
You were coming for a basketball foul?
Not for that, no. I just heard it was a fight.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, all right.
Man, they called you for a foul, man.
I thought these was your joints. PB, you playing again? Oh, in the spot that was for our team, right?
Why, PB?
Wow.
Oh. This is the hardest foul in America, bro. What you guys say, bro? You calling the cops if you get fouled, Berto? You calling the cops if you get fouled? You calling the cops if you get fouled?
Stop it.
You got too much time on your hands to be calling the police because you got fouled
in a game of pickup.
In a basketball game.
Cut it out.
Man, your punk ass need to never be able to walk on the court again.
Ever.
Who
Ever.
does that?
Ever. Let's see.
They need to start arresting people
I
for
can't.
making stupid phone calls in the first
cannot.
place. How about that?
Shout out to Terrence, DJ, T Smooth,
Hey T.
Sophia Saunders. Good morning, Julius Gray. Julius Gray said, and dude called the cops for a hard foul. Even the cop laughed.
Right.
Couldn't
Yeah.
believe
Yeah,
it.
it's like
Exactly.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mal Davis, what's good, man? Shirts and stuff. We need some shirts. K Pasa, Michael Lamont. Good morning,
Hey, sir.
Good morning, Catherine Allen,
Good morning, everyone.
and good morning, Kenny Johnson. Now, good morning, Joanne, Esau, Lady Pearl.
Is that a man code violation? To listen.
It should be.
Listen.
It really should be.
A hard check or a hard foul.
Can I say
That is the
something?
definition of street ball. Like, that is the way we play the game.
Right.
Why would you waste the time of an off? Like, what is going on where, wait, your racism is more important than you being a punk ass joker?
See, I was
That
gonna
is
use
a
I
punk.
was gonna use the P word, but
Yeah,
then I
yeah,
said,
I
let me
try-
not. But
like,
I was.
that's a
But
pu-
listen, I feel you. I'm a female. I play basketball with guys. That's my thing. I like playing with guys. That's who I learned from. So I've been
So you got
knocked on
checked.
my behind.
Right.
I've been,
Of
and my
course.
booty bounced on the concrete.
Right. That's a
Okay?
part of
like,
the
you know,
game.
you fall, boo boo. I bounce, and it's
She's a
like,
boo-boo.
okay.
Right.
I get up and I be like, oh, that's how you want to do it.
After they hard check you and hard fight, they go,
Yeah.
oh, Jackie can really play.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Then they
I'm a
accept you.
female.
Jay.
I
They
never called the
accept you after they check you. You know what I mean?
I
'Cause they're like,
can't.
oh, she's too pretty. Let me check her. You bounce back up and keep popping. So again,
I've been dunked on before.
racism is more important than masculinity, right? And it's also more important to like police brutality because you know how I go hard on the police.
And he was sitting down there and pouting.
Dog.
You scratched me. I'm
Did you
calling
see the
it
cop laughing? Like, why?
Cop laugh.
Stop
you
wasting
wasting-
police
There you go.
officers' time
Thank
with your racist bull. Stop.
They got better
Cops
stuff
got
to do.
better stuff to do.
Meanwhile, somebody's getting shot.
Yes.
A bank is getting robbed.
Yeah, they can't protect
Something-
themselves.
Somebody's being
serious is happening.
sexually
Really?
violated.
Like, really?
You know.
And he busy over here at a
It's-
basketball game.
Serious things.
Like, so he would have been better off to say, you know what, I'm good. I'm gonna sit down.
Right.
Somebody can get in for me because I need a minute. He kind of knocked the wind out of me. I have more respect for you doing that than calling the police.
He got clowned. The cop clowned him. It's on. We talking about it the
Don't
next
waste my
day.
time.
Was it worth it?
ridiculous.
Yo, white people. Let me just
What
say
did
this
they
to you.
call him?
Let me say this to Fragrant Freddie.
And we love you. We love you, but
Let me white people. Let me tell you something.
use the
When
officer's
you
time
do
for
stuff
something.
like this, we are going to clown you. Every single clip of stupidity.
I'm literally about
This
to
show
pee
is going to
myself.
clown you. Stop. Look. You know how you always be like, well, you need to deal with black on black crime. You need to deal with stop calling the police on black folks because you're afraid. Big dummy. Jesus Christ.
now
Oh my God.
we're gonna go into some other things, and this is the question we want to know today.
gosh.
And this is real
Yes.
talk.
Fragrant Freddie.
And I'm gonna come to you last.
Okay.
All
right.
Glam Doll.
Okay.
just joined.
No problem.
Shout out to Chanel. Welcome to the show. Now, here's the question: can a long distance relationship work for you? Do you really think a long distance relationship can last, and would you enter into one? Hurricane Kiss. I'll start off with you.
I think it's possible for long distance relationships to last, but from experience, I wouldn't do it again.
Okay.
Only because of the fact that we have enough issues nowadays being with someone who's in the same state, living with people, and I'm just saying, dealing with people, being in a relationship with somebody who's at arm's length, and you got to deal with trust issues. You got to deal with, everything that comes along with relationships. So imagine how much that intensifies when you're dealing with somebody who lives miles away, and you have to constantly keep thinking of. I think nowadays you have to be a very secure person in order to be able to deal with a long distance relationship, because there's too many insecurities going on, period, nowadays, to where you can't even deal with somebody who's right in your face.
Okay.
True indeed.
Well
So
said.
I would never do that again.
Okay.
Sorry, I would never do that again.
All right, so you saying no doesn't work for you. Won't
Doesn't work
you.
for me.
For
me.
I would concur with Kiss. You have to be a very mature person to sustain that type of thing, because what happens is when you guys argue, right? But there's no face to face. You know how you get a text, right? And you mean to say this, but the person takes it in a certain way.
Yeah.
Number two, let's say me and Kiss had an argument. She's all the way across the country, and she doesn't call me back because she got stuck into a business meeting. How am I going to read that? You're cheating on me. You're doing this. You're doing that. Like, I'm not saying that it's not possible. It is possible, but it's unlikely,
Right.
Because relationships are difficult enough when we're in each other's presence.
Right.
Not to mention, sorry, ladies, not to mention the physical aspect of it. News flash. I want to make love to my woman.
Right.
I can't do that when she's miles and miles away. Finally, if the reason that you're leaving, it has to be like a great reason, because 7 times out of 10 you get an opportunity like, yo, you know what? That's a great opportunity, but my queen is here. I'm not going to leave my queen, right? So let's say you are secure. You do got a great opportunity. And I'm not shading nobody for taking opportunity. You know what I mean? It's still going to be difficult. That's just where I'm at.
Here's my thing. Okay. So the question basically is, can a long distance relationship last? And then the part 2 is, would the love fade? So now I'm looking at it like, all right, so I get this call, and similar things have happened to me, but I get this call from an agent saying, yo, Norm, we got this big deal for you out in LA. It's gonna be popping, it's gonna be great for your network, blah 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 blah. This deal can set everybody up.
Right.
First thing I'm gonna do is discuss it with my wife, right? And I look at it, it's our 2nd year anniversary to 09, whatever. I'm trying to increase our bond, right? So now, if she says, well, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, about this move, I'm not really feeling it. She's been at her job 25 years. I've been doing what I've been doing in the entertainment industry for a while. This is a big break. Now, I will find out if, one, she could still do her job where I'm moving to, trying to go to.
Right.
So if she could transfer, whatever, but if she couldn't, and I had to go away to work this deal out for possibly a year, maybe 6 months to a year, I don't think I would want to do it. Now, would I be missing out on an opportunity? If she says she can come with me, or either I had the money or she had the money, whereas every week or every 2 weeks we could hook up, possibly, and get together and spend some quality time, maybe. But I'm going to have to say no if I couldn't take her with me.
That's big.
If you could take her with you, it wouldn't be a long distance relationship.
Right. You know
what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm gonna have to say no. Now, do I think it could work? It would work with me if I'm gonna be gone for a year. The reality to it is that things happen. Here's the reality. Like the easy thing for me to be saying, of course it's gonna work. This is my wife. I love her.
Right.
Blah 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 blah. But human beings in reality, and if we're gonna be transparent, it's gonna be hard for it to be effective, the work in it to be effective. And then you talk about things fading. What's the thing they say? They say absence make the heart grow fonder.
Yeah.
Right? But then again, there's the other saying, out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
It's possible, but it's difficult.
Yes.
Like, I think I could do it, but I don't think I would want to.
Chanel said in response to what Wu said, get FaceTime since you want snacks from your woman, but if she's far away, you get FaceTime.
And I agree with that to a point.
Because it's like, how long does that? Like, how long does that last?
Of course, right. I'm not going to go out there and cheat on you, whatever.
And good morning, Laverne.
But how long? I'm keeping it real. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
Right.
Look, 3.5 months, 4 months. Fam, I'm just talking about me now. That's a problem. Yeah. FaceTime, whatever, is phenomenal. And I'm not saying, I'm such an animal that I will go cheat. That's not what I'm saying. I'm being honest about my needs.
Right.
That's all. Like, 6 months away from you, yeah, okay. FaceTime my ass.
It's not even
catch a flight.
Because even Chanel just said it. She said every relationship requires a certain amount of space.
Right.
I'm a huge advocate for that. Like, I don't need to be up underneath you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Especially when you live with somebody, you have to be able to have that moment where you
Absolutely.
say, "Baby, go do what you got to do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be in here cleaning, whatever."
But that
whatever I
ain't
have
long
to do."
distance.
But
That's
that
not
ain't
right.
that
Not
ain't
right.
me
It's not long
being-
distance.
Yeah,
and
that's-
even with that, it's like, how long can a person? Because like you said, I want to make love to my woman. Sex is a huge part of for some people. I know for me, it's a huge part of what a
For me, it's a
relationship is
huge
built for,
part.
because that's where you start to really build this bond between you and the
Good
person
morning,
that you're
Keisha.
with. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
Didi said frequent flyer points.
Oh, well, hey, if you got them, you use them.
Jay, before you go in, if your scent is starting to fade from the pillows, if I can't smell you,
Other things are going to start to fade.
I'm keeping it 100 now. If I can't smell you and whatever, because it's been so long that it smell like bleach and not you, that's too goddamn long.
Bleach though. Yeah.
And you could talk, people are like, oh, we
Too
can
much.
talk every day, and it's technology now, whatever.
Get your ass
Skyping
out
you is not the same as knowing you're going to be there
Yeah.
when I go to sleep at night.
And you might roll up against Dexter St. Jock also. Let's not just keep it 100.
Yeah.
Women have needs as well. You know what I mean? Women got a bad day, ain't had none in a long time. Here come Dexter St. Jock
What's
with
a
the
beautiful
six-pack.
girl like you doing alone in the island of love?
Huh? And he pull up in his
All by
Bentley
yourself.
and his suntan lotion, and I'm still here on the East Coast with my bean pie. Yeah, okay.
I can't.
I'm done. Let's keep it real now. Now watch this. A lot of times a woman won't say nothing. You know what I mean? A woman won't say nothing and keep it pushing, but that don't mean it didn't happen.
Right.
All
True
right.
indeed. All right, Jay.
That laugh made me so scared. Oh my God.
No, because it's funny. Like,
oh my God,
you think about situations. Like, I've had situations where I've dealt with someone that was here. That was, I could get to you, you could get to me, no problem.
Right.
Most of our relationship consisted of speaking through text.
Mm.
I spoke with this person more through text than I saw him.
Oh.
Argue with you through text more than I argued in your, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, this is what society is about now. Like, everything is on the phone. Like, if I can't speak to you in person,
Right.
that aggravates me. Like, that text war crap aggravates me. And people always, like, I've had friends like, oh, well, just don't respond. Just don't. What are you
It's kinda
supposed to do?
difficult. Yeah.
It is. And so at the end of the day, I'd rather you be in my face and us be able, like Wu said, to communicate and to get things across and squash things when they get, when they get crazy, as opposed to being on the phone. That's like, I'm having a relationship with my phone.
As the only single person on the panel trying to establish a relationship, when I go to the studio and do my gig here and then go, and I don't get back home till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, guess what? Alone. Because women don't want to, you understand? I work a lot. You understand what I'm saying? You guys are married, I'm not. I'm talking from a single perspective. Trying to build a relationship when I come to the studio and then go to this other place, and like you said, all that text and stuff. Now FaceTime is good as well, right? But it puts a strain trying to build a relationship when you're away.
Right.
Much less that if you're in an established relationship, it could cause strain too.
Vereen said, and then we're going to go to Jay. Vereen Brown said, and good morning, Vereen.
Morning.
She said, keep it
Brown.
real. Respect makes a long distance relationship, not sex, but respect and communication.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to clap that up.
Yeah.
And sex as well.
Very
And sex as well.
Tracy Abram said,
can't.
I used to prefer long distance relationships because it gave me freedom. Now I've matured, keyword matured, and I need the one-on-one connection
Exactly.
I used to run from.
Okay. All right. So
Go ahead, Jay.
I'm gonna comment on both those.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
As I have matured and you think about it, now when I was in my 20s and even my 30s and even my early 40s, I needed that. I need you to be right here. Damn near in my pocket. When you mature and you have other things to do with your time in your life, stuff like that doesn't matter. You understand? Sometimes for me, I need that space.
That's exactly what
I
Chanel just said.
need
She
that
said, I need
space.
that one-on-one, but I need my space.
I mean, the one-on-one connection is fine, but I'm not that into you where I got to be in your back pocket.
Like, I don't need you, I
have
want
to have
you.
a life.
I need- yeah.
Yes.
I need you to pull back
See,
a
this
little
is
bit.
the thing. I came in this world with someone, so I was never alone. You understand? So at this age, it's okay if I'm alone. And it's okay. I realize that having that distance sometimes is a good thing. And think about people who are in the military. Okay? They have long distance relationships for sometimes years. They can go months or years because they're serving the country. And all they have is FaceTime. And what's that other one?
Writing letters.
Yes, writing letters, emailing. So I don't understand why you have to be right up on someone to show that you love them. That don't make sense to me. I know this guy, he was a captain as a fireman. He was literally a captain in Newark. His wife was a captain in Atlanta. They commuted back and forth. He would see her maybe once a month. He would fly down there to Atlanta to see her. He since moved down there because she was still a captain. He had retired.
Right.
But they made it work. And when he first told me that, I said, man, you're crazy. I couldn't do that.
Right.
I need my man next to me. Not necessarily so. You know, because you need that space. It's okay to be apart.
Right.
And if it works for you, then that's fine.
Right.
But everything ain't for everybody.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
And I think that it can work if you're mature enough to handle that. If you're not mature, it's not going to work. Because sex ain't everything.
You know what? But
It's
see,
not.
but
It's
see,
not.
I'm
It
not even.
shouldn't be
But then
everything.
at the same time, too much space
Yeah.
is also a huge thing because,
Yeah.
like I said, even with a situation that I was in, it's one thing if you're with somebody, but when you're with somebody, and like I said, the majority of the time that's spent is either on the phone, texting, doing whatever, and there's barely any, any one-on-one
FaceTime
contact.
is my
It's like,
best
what
friend.
else is there? You
I
get what
love
I'm saying?
FaceTime.
So
Of course I get what
that
you're
to me,
saying.
especially when it's not a long distance thing, like when you're here and you don't even have that one-on-one connection.
Yeah.
So imagine if that's gonna fade fast. Imagine how it would be if they were in another continent or another state or whatever.
But imagine, I have a girlfriend. She used to be on this show. I love her to life. She's married. She moved to Virginia, and now she's back in New York. But she commutes back and forth to go see her husband because he can't leave his stuff that he's doing, and it works for them. And it all depends on the person.
Right.
I just think that sometimes a lot of us are too attached to the wrong SHIT. And just look at it like I said earlier. Someone can be in another continent in the military, and what you gonna do? You gonna divorce them?
Right.
That's crazy to me.
Like
Y'all
you knew
have
what
a
you was
life-
getting into
yeah.
before it happened.
Bingo.
Okay, so
Yes.
As someone that's single, lives by himself, stand on his own square, of course I agree that spending time alone has been good for me. I'm going to keep it 100.
Yeah.
Absolutely, positively, has allowed me to address issues. Okay? That being said, as the bachelor, right? I've had my time, right? So now I'm looking to reconnect with a person. Now, because I live by myself, I think I'm better suited to deal with a woman in terms of giving a woman space.
Yes.
You understand? I don't gotta be, you know what I mean? Because I take care of myself.
Yeah.
Nobody don't do nothing for me but the Lord. You know what I mean? So, or so I get what you're saying, but I want to acknowledge that I desire to be in a relationship with somebody that live with me in the same state, in the same building, same whatever. I think that us spending time apart is profitable, right? But I need to acknowledge that I, Dawu, you're talking about what works for you, I'm talking about what works for me, am in the mindset of being with a person in the same place. You know what I mean? Now, a part of that is giving the woman space, what she needs, what she this and what she's that. But like you said, it's germane to each individual person, right? There's pros and cons for everything. I'm saying, right, that the revolving door, like, hey girl, how you doing? You know what I mean? That immature stuff that I was into when I first, me and my marriage, I'm off that. I'm just talking about me now. Now, if you're talking about two people that have been together in a marriage and then the other person, that's a different thing to discuss. If you're married, let me tell you something. You my wife, I support you.
Right.
right? If you got to go ahead and make the mustard and plant your flag somewhere else, I'll support you.
Yeah.
But honestly, I have needs, and my needs got to be addressed too.
And after a while,
and after a while, and I'm gonna tell you one right now. After a while, you keep on kicking that bubble if you want. After a while, after I've supported you or whatever, now I got to be like, okay, so now am I moving out there or you moving back? Because now it's gonna be like, oh, okay, now we got to break up, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, which is a possibility too. I just need us to be honest, because you're not gonna be away from me for forever talking about we still in a relationship. Not me. you can sell them with wolf tickets someplace else. Just go ahead and be like, woo, we're not together no more. We broke up. I fell out of love with you, blah, 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 blah. It ain't work out. Let me cry, move on.
Right.
Don't hold me hostage.
Yeah. I think you leave. You could be mature. See, it's not even about maturity. How many mature people cheat, lie?
A lot.
You can still be mature.
Call marriage. Yeah.
Are disloyal.
Yes.
You know.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. Let's be realistic about it, and let's be realistic about human emotion, human needs. Don't have nothing to do with physical. Right?
Yes.
Right.
Emotional needs are just important. You know, I know me. I don't feel comfortable if it's 3 a.m. and I don't see my wife laying next to me. I don't feel comfortable when I'm sitting at a dinner table for a week straight and my wife is not sitting across from me. You know what I'm saying? So like these are basic things that you expect when you're in a committed, keyword, committed relationship, marriage or long-term relationship you've probably been in or whatever the case may be. There's certain basics that need to be there.
Right.
You know, and my thing is we have to be realistic. When you talk about this long distance thing or whatever, yeah. Oh, my girl, she's in a long relationship with her man and blah, blah, blah. And they good with seeing each other twice a month or flying in to see each other, whatever like that. What's really going down? We live in a real society.
Man, you better talk.
What's really going down? Whatever like that. You give somebody that much space, and you know. And again, I'm taking the second quote, out of sight, out of mind. Because if I don't see you, there's friends that I love to death, but I haven't seen them in a minute, and I miss them less and less. You feel me? Because I haven't seen them in so long. But if I happen to run into them, hey, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
I love you. Let's hang out and get a drink. All right, I got to go back now. Peace. And so you know what I'm saying? So like if you're with somebody in a long, you know, supposedly a long distance relationship, we'll hook up twice a month or whatever the case may be. Man, look, the reality is things start to fade.
Yes.
You start to get used to things.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting used to not seeing you every day.
Fact.
See, and that's a huge difference for me, because I think for me, I've always been in long-term relationships. Always. Like, it was very rare if I just dated somebody, you know what I mean? Or had a boyfriend and, you know, he lived somewhere else. There was one situation where he was back and forth.
What's up, big bro?
You get what I'm saying? But like every relationship my long-term relationships, you figure from my daughter's father on, I either lived with the person or they lived with me, and we were always together. But we were always together, but in the sense where we still had our space, you know, going to work, doing this, doing that. But now, at my age now, there's a huge difference. Like, you know, when you get older, you need that space, because when you get older, you start to really realize who you are, and you start to realize that your personality and somebody else's personalities are not going to clash all the you know, they're going to clash at one point or another. So you need that space. But then, like Wu said, like after a while, it's like, okay, yeah, but then, you know, like I think the loneliness kicks in, and you need that person. And if I can't sit and just talk to you and tolerate you all day, and without the sex is what I'm saying. I'm saying just being friends or just talking and spending a day.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that to me means that to me is a form of intimacy that people don't know how to
Even my vacation wouldn't have been the same if my wife wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about Kiss. Who is an entertainer? Dawu going to Australia. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, like, please.
So the point I'm saying
that
is
Dawu cried and y'all wasn't even in the relationship.
Exactly.
But you know what's funny? I'm not you finish your thought. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, you're in a relationship with an entertainer, right? So that's that built-in space because as an entertainer, she gone and she come back. Now, you want to do that, but then take it to the next step. Yo, woo, I'm in California. I think that's the difference. Yes, I get you. You have to have space. You have to have this. You have to. The nature of your job. If anyone's going to be in a relationship with you, they got to know that, yo, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or whatever. But not cohabitating together, I think that's for me, I think that's different. You got a house over here, I got a house over there. Can it work? Number two, this being needy. I recognize my needs. Like Norm, I need to see my woman. I need to see it. That's just me. I can only tell you what works for me. I'm not going to judge nobody that you see what I'm saying? But I need to see my woman in the bed. I need to spend time around her. I need her to be in the same space as me. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that's like, you're needy and you're weak and you're there. I just recognize what I require. Now, if someone in it, that's all.
Right.
That's all.
So
all right.
This is the thing for me. If you're in a relationship and you're married, you're dating, you're engaged, whatever the relationship is, and that person comes to you and say they have an opportunity to do X, Y, Z, I would honestly think that you're a selfish mother effer if you try to hold them back and try to guilt them into staying if it's something that they wanted to do and it was in another state. That you're selfish. I would never do that to someone. I would be like, know what? Go handle that. I will be here. Period.
But
I think you're selfish.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
No, nobody's saying somebody trying to hold you back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The key is,
because then that's long distance. It's the same thing, though, right?
No, but the key is, here's the thing, and we said this earlier. I think we said the same thing. It's like we would look for options. Of how we can make it work, so we wouldn't be apart like that. So again, like I said, if I right now I already know. Through my business dealings, that a certain opportunity for me is about to come up. But somehow, some way, I got to find a way to bring my wife in. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
somehow,
right,
I don't even care if it's a budget involved. Well, maybe she can make some money at work, or maybe she can get a leave of absence from her job, or whatever the case may be. But some way, I will be looking for ways to pull her in. You know what I'm saying? Where we wouldn't experience that distance. So this is what I'm saying. So nobody's saying that the person be like, oh, so you're going to leave like that? You wrong. Tell them no. Tell them you can't do that, or whatever the case. No, nobody's saying that.
Go ahead.
Like, I'm trying to go back to what Wu said and even what Jackie just said. Like, the whole thing about being an entertainer. To me, I don't think that a relationship should be contingent upon what the person does. Because whether I'm an entertainer or I'm a dog walker or I'm a mail lady, at the end of the day, a job is a job.
Right.
And I don't. What the one thing that I don't respect, like you said, even if you're going away or whatever the case is, that's still long distance, because that's when you're put in a position to understand and to see if the person that you're with can deal with even the slightest bit of distance. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to me, like you said, as an entertainer, it's been very unfair, because I've dealt with situations where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to Australia. Yeah, I'm going to Japan. Yeah, I'm going to this place. So what? I'll be back. But, and I've gotten the flack. I've gotten the insecure comments. Oh, you're going to be out there doing this. You're going to be out there doing that. Okay, never done that. Don't know what you're talking about. Great. But then when the tables are turned, right? And that person had to go away somewhere or do something, it was just like put an H on your back and handle it.
Let me.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you having an issue with me going away and doing my job.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go sing. And yeah, I'm going to miss you, blah, 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 whatever. But then the minute I'm out there, it was some nonsense with the, you doing this, and the insecure text messages and whatever. And I'm not beat for the crap. But then when I'm here, right?
Yeah.
When I'm back home and that person had to go away, it was on some like, oh, well, I don't understand why me leaving is bothering you so much and blah, blah, blah. And then I couldn't feel. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I felt a certain type of way, and it was just about missing the person. It was just on some like, well, you went away, so whatever. So now you could put a... You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, once you deal with something like that, you know for a fact that that person would not be equipped to even deal with a long distance relationship. And that's a huge reason why I just...
Both you ladies have said a mouthful, and I want to address both of you, if I may, because I love you both. The reason that I brought up the entertainment aspect is to say that it's a job that requires that you are away.
Yes.
Right.
It's
right.
not like
Yes.
working for the post office, you come back. That not to say, oh, it's your job and I got a problem with that. If I love and I support you,
Yeah.
then I understand that that's part of it. So the reason that I brought up the entertainment aspect
Right.
is that person has to understand that there are going to be times when you're not around that person. You understand what I'm saying? But I do get your point where it flips where the other person's insecure. To Jackie, if I'm in a relationship with you, I am mature and I am supportive.
Right.
1000%. I got your back. I know what it is. Strong, independent black woman. I specialize in y'all. I understand what that means. However, me expressing my feelings is not selfish. You understand what I'm saying? Of course, I support you. Right? But I'm intelligent and you're intelligent as well.
Right.
So after 7 or 8 months, the question was going to say, well, okay, so now what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are we going to fly out? Are we going to agree to do that? Am I going to relocate my flag? You going to relocate? See, now we're going to start having a conversation. So in the same way you're saying you're not going to guilt me for taking the opportunity, then you're not going to guilt me for your responsibility in a relationship. And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about, I'm jealous, I'm insecure, I'm player hate. No. As your man, I'm going to support you. But keyword is man.
Right.
Okay.
I am a man.
And we're gonna read some of your comments.
And I got requirements. So after support, then I gotta see it tip to the other way. You see what I'm saying? It's a yin and a yang. It's never all equal.
Right.
Sometimes she doing all the work. Sometimes I'm doing all the work. But let's be real. If a year go by and I get that Jackie, nah, I can't say it the way Jackie says. When I say, all right, when we coming back together, kiss, nah, guess what? I got you. Right? Now you can go ahead and call your friends and tell me that I'm a dog, because I'm out.
Oh,
But
okay.
see, and for you, another thing I was gonna say for you, like with from what Wu was just saying or whatever,
Right.
like with Norm's situation, I think knowing the person that you're with, and people say like, oh, how for entertainers it'll only work if you're with somebody who does the same thing. And I've experienced having better relationships with people that I was with that were in the same field. You get what I'm saying? I've dealt with artists or whatever, and we barely had issues. We would argue, but it was like, stuff that you're supposed to argue about and you squash, you get over it.
Right.
But I feel like if I was with someone, so now I gotta retract my statement because I said I wouldn't do it. But if I was with someone that did the same things that I did, because we can relate to each other, and we know what it consists of and what it entails to be an entertainer, then I could probably do it. But you still got to deal with the same issues. And like with Norm, you and Sandy don't do the same things. You get what I'm saying, as far as professions.
Right.
But the fact that she supports him, he supports her, they have that balance. That's what makes their marriage work. And if you don't have that balance with being able to support somebody,
That's it.
Then that's when stuff starts
That's
to fade,
it.
because it's like
That's
nobody understands. And if you can't support the person
Yes,
that you
yes,
with,
yes.
Let me
right
tell
away,
you.
that
If I'm
person ain't
supporting
for
you and you support me,
I
Right.
DJ
Then
a
we all
party.
good.
I got you.
I get
I
Sandy
agree.
to carry all my equipment, and that way she's there with me. No,
I hear
She
Jackie.
carries
I
your bag.
cannot. I hear Jackie. I
cannot.
just jokes. Let's read some comments.
I love it.
All right, shout out to Kimmy Brown. Joyce Berry. Hey, Joyce. She said, but what if you would not find a way? Oh, if you can't find a way to make it work, as far as bringing a person with you or whatever, like that. That's a big.
Then that's gonna be a problem.
It's a big.
And it's a
choice to
possibility.
make.
Yes, it's
a big choice.
That's a
See,
possibility.
Let me tell you.
That's something y'all have to sit down and talk about.
The norm at 35 would have handled it one way.
Oh, quite.
The norm
yes,
at
yes.
50
Yes.
is handling it this way. The reason why I waited so late now, we're gonna have some real talk right now. The reason why I waited so late to get married, and with all the because people couldn't believe when I said I was getting married, people couldn't believe it because they know me and how I was. No, I like to move when I like to move it when I move. You know what I'm saying, and whatever. But the reason why I waited so late is because I needed to make sure a lot of things were out my system. In all my life, I've always put, I'm being transparent, this entertainment-ish over family, over my own flesh and blood,
to build your
my
empire,
son,
right? To build your empire,
to build my empire. I was chasing that for so long. Right. My priorities got messed up of what really was important. So this is why I'm saying that I would turn down certain opportunities now to make something that's important to me, which is marriage, which is building a better bond with my son, which is spending more time with my family.
Right.
This is why I would take that first over an entertainment opportunity now at my age, because I've gotten a lot of things out my system. I've experienced a lot. I've traveled. I've been to Japan. I've been here. I've been that. I've done a lot. I've met some of the biggest people in the world. I've worked with some of the biggest people in the world. I've done a lot. You know what I'm saying? So this is why, we call our thing the best kept secret. But at the same time, I will never ever put this entertainment-ish over my family, over my son, over what's truly important in life.
Because that's not forever.
Ever again. All right? Because, and I've learned that through experience. And I've seen it backfire on me. You know what I'm saying? And I would never do that again. So, yeah, I probably would turn down, if I could not find a way to make it work, I probably would turn down a major opportunity that's going to keep me away from my wife and my family for a long time.
Right. I would like to underscore what Norm said. Right at 47, I'm with you, bruh. Right. So we can agree to disagree. You know how we always talk about a deal breaker or whatever. I know what I require, and I want to love you enough to listen to what you require, right? But I'm not going to back up off my square, right?
Caller, hold on 1 second.
So I'm not gonna, so like you, I know what's valuable to me, and I know how I prioritize. Now, that is not to judge another person, right? The other person that I'm with might have different priorities, and that's okay. But I'm not going to subjugate my priorities and be beat into submission, telling me that I'm needy and I'm selfish and I'm this and I'm that, when I know that I'm on that picket fence thing. That's what I'm on. You may not be. Love, respect, right? But check this out. Relationships have ended for much less for me. Like no communication, gotta go. Sex, gotta go. Right? Take it how you want it. But what Norm said, my priority is home and hearth.
Now it is.
Caller. Yeah, at this point, yes. Right. Yeah. Call.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Nice to see that the tables are now evenly matched. We have two on each side. That's good.
Foster.
Till tomorrow.
Brother Foster.
Brother Foster.
Of course, y'all know. I have a lot of comments on this issue. First of all, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to the panel, and very good topic. But I'm noticing that most of the comments are coming from relationships. To me, a marriage is different than a relationship. I don't hear the perspective from a marriage, because I feel like this. When a person has an opportunity to better themselves, whether it be career-wise, whether it be just an opportunity to do something good, how can I, or how should I expect my wife to deny me the opportunity for a greater opportunity that can help us both out? Number one. Secondly, I feel that marriage is a contract. It is a commitment. I do not have any fears. I'm not insecure. And to allow my wife the opportunity for something that can change her life and also change the both of us, I cannot feel good as a man knowing that I held her for what could have and what could have not been. So I go with it with full heart and full support, because it's about love for me. It's not about insecurity. It's not about the physical. We've been married for 3 years. We've had enough sex for me to remember everything about this woman. So that's not my fear. But I also feel that as a man, I've always said, even when I was a teenager, if someone was to come take anything that I have, I never had it. Don't got to do with vows. Don't got to do with commitment. Don't got to do what you tell me.
Right.
What you tell me, because as soon as a person leaves the door, half the time you forgot what they said anyway.
Right. Right.
But I believe in love, and like my wife had this conversation over and over again. I'm basing my faith and the fact that I based my love on this opportunity for you. I am not afraid. Do I fear what the possibilities? There's always possibilities. I mean, you know, being around you guys and adventures you have, I've seen how she can cause some type of stir. So I've lived somewhat of a celebrity status with this woman.
Right.
So for her to be in another state, and I also feel that sometimes the time that you're going to be away could add on to the difficulties of a long-distance relationship. We're not talking years. We're talking short term. Short term can be defined as whatever it is. But we're not talking years. So to allow that opportunity, something that when you say out of state, out of mind, no. For me, out of state makes my mind stronger because I'm missing my soulmate, but I know she's not gone.
And you know
and
what?
the physical part,
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. And the physical part with Woo, I can understand your side, but for me, I'm good. We've shared, so I have enough in my cup that it runs over. And if it comes to a point where it starts to get to a low level, I'll hop a plane. Or, babe, you know what? You got a free weekend? Okay, we're gonna meet up. We do what we got to do.
Right.
But my point is, when it comes down to something that a mate has an opportunity to grow,
right,
I believe that absence makes the heart stronger. Because whatever I'm missing while you're going, taking care of your business, handling your handle, when we meet again, it's going to make it stronger. It's going to be a greater appreciation because our love and our marriage withstood the distance. And FaceTime. I don't know if I told you guys before. I don't have FaceTime, but I'm going to get a FaceTime account.
You mean Facebook?
FaceTime.
You know what I'm saying? I need some work, but I'm going to get that.
Now look, bro.
I'm going to get that.
And look, first of all, I'm going to applaud what you said. But to go back to, like you said, you didn't hear the marriage perspective. Yeah, actually you did, because I was giving it to you. When I spoke, I gave from a marriage perspective, because it's not like I don't get opportunities thrown at me or whatever, you know. But and like you said, you know, like when you're talking about months, if it's short term, yeah, of course I could withstand a month. I can deal with that. 30 days. I can maybe 2 months if it's a serious business thing, whatever like that. Maybe possible.
Okay.
But like I said, I know me, and I respect how you feel. I know me. I would find a way somehow where I can work my wife into the situation. I know me. Now, that's even when I do certain business things, right? So I'm gonna take it on a smaller level. So I get called to do business jobs, a DJ thing or an event or something like that, and I'd be like, I'll talk to the promoter, whoever it is. Well, you know, my wife's an event planner, and she can do this and do that and whatever like that, just so I can pull her in to be with me. So this is what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, Norm will always find a way where I could pull my soulmate, my significant other, my right arm into a situation. Now, if I couldn't at the moment, best believe I know her, and she loves to fly, whatever like that. We would work it out so we won't even feel and experience that distance. Because for me, FaceTime is not enough. Skype is not enough. And I'm just being real with it. You know what I'm saying? Like certain, like me right now, I value my marriage over all this BS. You know what I'm saying? Over I love BKS1. That's a career I built with my team and with my crew. Right?
Okay.
But when I have to put a priority on what's important now, it's my marriage and my family first and foremost.
Absolutely.
Then BKS.
Absolutely.
You feel me? And before Norm grew up a little bit and matured, it was always BKS first. My family second, you know, and then, you know, taking time to gain a little bit more spirituality third, God third. So you hear me? And it sound, and when I grew, it became God first,
right,
family second,
career,
BKS third. Right. So and that's this is where I'm at right now. So I have no problem with I'm an opportunity creator, turning down a situation because I know there's always going to be a better situation if I pray on it that's going to work out best for me and my wife, where we wouldn't have so much time apart. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me, but I respect what you're saying. Yeah,
and I respect that. And if I may, the difference of our careers also create the opportunity, because I can always transfer. I can transfer wherever, any part of the world I want to.
Right.
And for her to go where she go, if it came down to her being happy that way, then hey, our marriage is not in jeopardy. As long as our marriage is not in jeopardy, then I can also come to where you are, because I would expect that if the opportunity was in my foot, in my shoes, then I was like, you know, babe, it's a good thing down here. I think we ought to rethink. And without a heartbeat, I believe, unless she's been fooling me for these years, I can understand her saying, oh, hey, let's rock this out. So also with that, I feel that, again, for me, it's God. It's about happiness of my family and career. But if God is already my base, if God is already my foundation, then the happiness of my wife, that also turns into the happiness of my family, becomes important, because her finding her happiness can also lead to that career, that career. So again, with that, that's going to be what I'm standing on. That's going to be what my support is. That's going to be why I will rock out with this woman. And I believe, only because I don't feel that our marriage is in jeopardy. But best believe, now when you start talking about, 6 months to a year, then all right, babe, like what's the deal? That's different. That's different.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
exactly.
Other than that, I just wanted to comment and appreciate the topic. But my perspective for this is that I believe that for me, faith is my base that helps my support for this opportunity for her. And my marriage is more important for her to find her happiness in this opportunity than to be selfish and to say, well, babe, you know what, that means we ain't going to see each other. That means I'm going to wake up in the morning, I ain't going to see you. That might not be a good idea. For me, it just wouldn't be able to settle in my heart, because I'd rather have that opportunity for her than to see her sitting up in we sit up in a park somewhere, or we watch the movie, and next thing you know, she look at me like, nigga.
Right. No,
this is just what I'm talking about. Because you know the woman that's sitting next to you. You know she's capable of. Like, nigga, you got this is what I was talking about. So,
right.
With all my heart, I give her the full support of my love and my marriage and my faith that will get me to understand and accept that this is a golden opportunity for her to excel, not a golden opportunity for her to leave this guy.
No doubt.
You can't leave Kid Foster. You just can't do it.
And you know what, bro?
Not.
And you know what, bro? Thanks for calling in. And I'm going to send you some links to help you cope through that.
I'm
going to send you some links.
Oh my God.
Oh my
God.
And I also want
Wifesaway.com.
My brother Wu and you, the general, that if at any case I do not hear about any event that you guys have that don't come my way, then I'm still going to figure myself that I was another family first.
No.
Because she's the one that's gone. I'm still here.
Well, you know what, bro?
We got you always.
I am a man cave supporter for life. Now, don't let me take that away from you.
No doubt. But look, you need to get on social media, though, so you can know about these things. Catch up with the ages, bro.
Like I said, you ain't going nowhere without having my Facebook.
No,
it's going to happen.
I'm going to do it today.
Okay.
Yeah.
And bro, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate you, man.
If I may.
I appreciate you.
All right. Take care. God bless.
You already know.
No doubt.
You already know.
If I may, what I heard was not a long distance relationship. This is what I heard. A man supporting his woman for an opportunity. You said about long distance relationships and they don't work. The brother just said After the opportunity, 6 months, we reevaluate. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to get on this mic and make people think that I'm incapable of supporting a woman. I'm a grown ass man that been through many, many wars, made many, many mistakes, and learned some things about myself.
Yeah.
One of the things about me that I know is I'm going to support my woman, right? Conversely, in a relationship, I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling. Me telling you how I feel does not mean that I'm not supporting you, right?
Yeah.
After the opportunity, we have to come back together.
Right.
So it's not a long distance relationship. It's an opportunity happening with a mature couple. She took it, right? She gonna do what she gotta do and they coming back together. I was under the auspices of, can a long distance relationship survive? That was what was in my mind. Let me tell you something. I could do any damn thing for a year, 6 months. If I got a finite look from his time for this time, number one. Number two, at every month I'm flying out. You see what I'm saying? Why is that? Of course that has to be there. And I understand that. So I don't want to make it seem like, oh, if you leave me, I'm so needed, this and that and other. But I'm honest. I am honest and I believe in truth and in transparency.
Right.
Part of being in a relationship with me is communication. Just like you want my support, you're gonna have to hear me. Kiss, do what you gotta do. I love you, Mom. Of course, 1000%. But this idea, like, shh, ain't no shh. We married. Ain't no no. We talking about this, partner, and you ain't gonna tell me. Because I got a feeling about something that means I don't support you. If I didn't support you, we don't need to be married. That goes without saying that I support you.
Right.
But equally, my need, you see, it's not me being selfish. Communication and support is the same thing. You cannot just be like, I'm out, you got to support me, and oh well. That's not a relationship.
Yeah.
That's what you doing whatever the hell you want to do and think I'm so stupid that I'm gonna ride with that. No, that's not what he said. He was like, oh yeah, after 6 months, that's a finite time, Norm.
Yeah.
If you work on an oil rig and you going for a year, all right, I'll see you in 2020. But this, you just going out there with no time frame, get your
I feel you. I feel you.
Stop it.
And shout out to the caller.
Stupid.
Let's read some comments real quick. Shout out to let's go back to Joyce. Joyce agreed with the caller. Said, yes, caller. DT said, Michael Grant said hi.
Hey.
Shawanda, hello. Okay. Vereen, a good caller, appreciating someone. DT said, respecting the relationship with the love of the relationship will give you the same as God will give you to be respected. I get you. I feel you, DT. All right. So with that being said, we're going to transition real quick.
Okay.
No. We're going to transition.
Yes.
Now, next time we're going to go deep into this, man, because I see some crazy things in life. Life mistakes you need to stop making by age 40.
Oh, do you have a list?
Life mistakes you need to stop making by age 40, and we're going to talk about that. Just really, things about good
list.
Good work ethic, basic life skills. A lot of people don't have them. I see a lot of people, even that I knew when I was younger, doing the same negative ish, as they was doing back when we were teens and in our early 20s.
Right. Okay.
And I run across some people that when I go get my little sippy sip at the store, they in front of the store, can I get $1? And I see this a lot.
Yeah.
I see this a lot. And it's like, it's certain things by the time you get a certain age and certain ways of thinking that you need to stop doing at the age of 40.
Facts.
Now, are we always going to have the perfect life?
No.
Is everybody going to have their life situated, even at age 60? No. You're not going to have everything in place.
Still trying to figure out who you are. Sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have everything in place. But there's certain basics I think they need to be in place with everybody by the time you get 40. In certain ways of thinking. Like I see some chicks I know that I grew up with still trying to play dudes y'all, you tapping on 50 now, and you still trying to play dudes and boom, got to get this money, sounding like the 20-year-olds or whatever like that.
Yep.
Oh, if he ain't got this, he ain't got that. Oh, he got to pay my bills. Oh, he got to buy me a Gucci bag. You still thinking like that at 50? At 50?
You're a washed up hoe.
Oh Lord.
You're washed.
You're a bum.
You're washed.
You're a bum.
You're washed up.
Nah, but real talk. So we're going to talk about some things. What are some things, and we're going to ask you, the listener, and you can call in 646-233-1302. We're going to ask you to listen. What are some things you think people should have together at the age of 40? Or at least some basics that they need to have together by the time you hit 40.
Okay.
So let's talk about it.
Oh, so we have a list, or do you want me to answer?
No, you can answer,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I'm gonna tap on. I'm gonna tap on the list.
Okay. Because I think at 40, you should have your own place. I don't care if it's a studio, man or woman. You should have your own place, right? You should at least have a car. I don't care if it's a car from 2000. You should have your own car.
Okay. I agree.
Your insurance should be in your name and not in your mom's name.
I agree.
I believe that. I think that you should at least have one bill in your name, public service, cable.
I agree.
Not Boost Mobile. I'm just saying. You should at least have a bank account. I don't care if you got $5 in it, but you should have a bank account. And that's pretty much it. And a job.
I agree.
Okay. There you go.
Nah, because it's funny, man.
I agree.
I ran into this dude, and he was the biggest baller ladies man when we were like just getting out of high school and whatever like that. And I ran into him, and he in front of the liquor store, like really like, yo, man, let me hold a little something, blah 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 blah. So I get everybody goes through things in life, whatever. But he's been like this for the past 4 years. 4 or 5 years. So I'm like, are you trying to do anything to change your situation?
Nope.
And this is why we need to talk about this. Like, what are you doing to try to change your situation? We're gonna take this call. Caller from the 866. State your name, where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Show. Caller.
Nobody's home.
Okay. All right.
When you heard, it's like, has the bar been set so low? You heard that list that Jackie gave? You supposed to do like are there some aspects of our community where that's not the stand? Like that's what Jackie said is 0, right? That's not the standard.
Yeah.
You understand? That's 0 for a man.
Yeah.
That's not 1. That's 0. So
small potatoes.
I agree. Like you wanted to be patted on the back for doing what you're supposed to do.
For being a man.
I can understand why a lot of sisters got a lot of problems with us. I can understand why a woman may look at me and think that I'm that way because a lot of other men were that way.
Freaking Build-A-Bobs.
Are we so not me, not Norm?
I cannot.
You understand? But trust me, on the way from this job to another job, it's a joker in Timberlands and a Nike Fitted asking me for money as I'm in my 2004 truck. I'm like, wait a minute. That offends me. Like,
and it should.
I don't, Norm. I don't like that, bruh. That's sucker shit. and for women that keep running up on all these suckers, I understand why they pissed, bruh. Yeah. I understand why they give me a hard time. Yeah. And I gotta be like, wait a minute, babe, that ain't me. Yeah. That's my father, my grandfather, all the men in my life. I'll kill myself.
You got
before
let me tell
let it go down like.
And let me reiterate. You're never going to have all your ish together.
No.
But in life situations, you have to have something to bring to the table. Something.
Why would a woman talk to you?
And we're gonna take this call. I'm see this is somebody calling from one of these numbers. I don't think.
Let's hear it. Maybe it's
okay.
Let's hear it.
I'm quick on the hang up button. Caller, state your name, where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Show.
Okay.
Nice try.
Caller.
Then I did.
All right.
Thank you.
See, yes, no.
All right.
Thanks
yep.
for calling.
Moving on.
Right.
All right.
So
finish your point, sir.
Yeah. So my whole thing is
or
there's certain basics, like I'm gonna go on the list you gave.
Yes.
Right.
That's
By
Is
cer-
that list too hard?
No,
That's
no.
a list.
I'm just asking.
No, but
It's
Why is that
at
even
a
a list?
certain
No.
at a certain point,
Yes.
you need to at least know how to write out a check.
Yep.
Okay.
Checking
That's the bank
account.
account.
At
There you go.
least have a checking account.
Okay.
A bank.
Pay bills. So you'll be set up in the system.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or whatever like
Yes.
that.
Nowadays, people don't even walk with
Bills
cash.
in
So
your
you need
name.
a debit
At least
card.
have either a secured or unsecured
Say
basic
it.
credit card.
Say it.
Or
Yes.
something like that will help you establish credit
Yes.
if you don't have credit.
Right.
Yes.
And if you don't have these things by now, you should be asking
How?
how
Can I get
these things?
right,
Or
right.
how
They
can
got
you help me get
courses.
these things?
Yes,
or
yes,
whatever
yes,
the case.
yes.
They got
Check is
Google.
a clown.
They got YouTube.
But
You
they
know, it's
have
true, though.
courses. You
It's
can
true.
literally go to someone
Yeah,
and
they
they
can
will
hook
you
you
go
up.
to a nonprofit organization and they will sit down and tell you how to have a
about it.
budget list, how to do XYZ, how to do that. Like what your head been under a rock?
By the age of 40, you at least should have some type of insurance, life insurance or something like that.
Yep.
Or even some type of health insurance. And listen, when I say that, if you don't have a job or whatever like that, even something offered by the state or by the
Get that
government
Medicaid,
or
they
something,
pay for everything.
something should be in place. There's no way in
Jackie
hell.
done been through some stuff.
There's no way in hell at,
Clearly.
by the age of 40 that if you fall and bump your head and your brains is gushing out of you, that
I cannot.
that you can't go to the hospital. I'm just saying, and get
gushing
some
out.
type of help or whatever like that. You know, some type of care, charity care, whatever. What I'm saying, there's always a situation.
Right.
There's always a situation.
Do you know when you renew your license, there's 6 forms of ID?
Yeah.
You need to have that.
Yes.
Which is what?
So you need a birth certificate, you need social security card.
Stop going so fast.
Oh, okay.
Stop going so fast.
you
These
need to
niggas
know
don't-
it.
No,
So you
slow
need-
down.
You need a birth certificate.
A birth certificate, which I have.
Social security card.
Social security card, which I have.
Or you can have a debit card. It has to
Go
have your
ahead.
name on it.
Go ahead.
You
That's
need a
3.
piece of mail within the last 90 days.
Come on.
Okay? Or a passport.
That's fine.
A
Okay?
bill with your name on it.
A bill.
PSENG bill
That's
with your name
it.
on it.
That's
Huh?
it.
That's it.
So
That's
so
it.
so do you know that my daughter has an ID for motor vehicles?
Because she had all she checked all the boxes.
And knockers that I grew up with don't.
Because they not checking the boxes.
Come on, Norm.
Let me tell you.
Come on,
and
fam.
the birth
Let's be
certificate is
real.
$25. It's no longer free in
So-
the state
so-
of New Jersey. So it's $25.
Like
Right.
for instance, when I show my federal ID, do you know how many bells and whistles I gotta jump through for Fed?
You know what?
Why?
Yo, that makes so much sense.
Listen to
D,
what I'm
because
saying.
that's true. I do know some jokers that don't have an ID
See?
at my age. Like, yo,
Jay.
I'm trying.
You
I'm
can
trying.
get a state ID.
I'm trying to get my situation worked out in motor vehicles or whatever like that. Because my license got suspended because I was drinking. Blah 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 blah. Okay, bro.
Like,
get
how old
get
are you?
But get a county ID. That's cool. I know we go through ish. Get a county ID. Get something because if you do fall and bump your head and the police find you or somebody find you, they ain't gonna know who the hell
First
you
of
are.
all, let me say this. At the age of 18,
Or who to
you are
contact.
supposed to walk around with ID.
With ID.
It
So-
is against the law not to have an ID, and you're over the age of 18. That's first and foremost, okay? And secondly, if you're 40-something years old and your license is still getting suspended, you're a builder-bob.
Okay, so
Get
check
your
this
life
out.
right, okay?
To go-
You're 40. Cut it out.
To go the other way, on my JOB, I have
I just
to be,
got my license back 4 years ago.
I cannot.
and as you should. On my JOB, I have to be vested. You know what that means? That means this. If I commit like a crime, I can be dismissed from my. You understand?
Yeah.
The way I work, don't get into my business.
Yeah.
They go into my records. So that domestic violence charge that I caught when my wife called the police. Let's talk. Come on. Come with me. Talk to me. Had to be expunged by a judge. You follow me?
Yeah.
So now I'm 25, 26 years old. Me and my wife, right? Had to take care of that business. Had to get that driver license back when I was driving with no insurance and no. You know how we do in the hood, huh?
Yes.
So don't tell me
Yeah.
about nothing.
Yeah.
In order for me to procure a future with
Yes.
benefits, life insurance for my kids, stuff like that. I'm telling you, I know men that don't have
it's
nothing,
true. It's true.
And
I
he's a
don't
bum.
support that. I
Period.
don't
I
tell
ain't
me about the
giving him no
man,
pass. He's a bum.
racism,
Yeah.
police brutality. You a punk, yo. Get your shit
No,
together,
But you could stand
It's
on
true,
the
though.
corner and ask me, "Hey, Ma, you
Here's-
got $1? What if you don't get out of here?"
Here's
Driving
here's
a
my thing.
2018 BMW with no freaking ID.
Here's what I hear.
Oh my God.
Hear a lot of that people, and again, I'm gonna keep saying this because none of us are never gonna have everything 100% totally together, right?
She working
Period.
on it.
You know what I'm saying? But you can work towards it, and you need to be working towards it. When you make excuses, you know what I'm saying? Like I know somebody just got a job, right? Just got a job, and they've been looking for
Why,
a
was
job
he locked
forever.
up?
No,
Oh,
just got a job and looking forever, but they finally got something that was decent, right? Their hours is, 8 to 4:30.
Okay.
regular, standard.
Right.
First day of work.
Late.
Show up to work 8:25.
Wow.
Second day of work 8:30 because they were out at Fridays hanging out drinking. Third
That's why
day
the
of work.
Joker can't keep a job.
Third day of work, which is actually their last day.
So
They come to work 10 minutes to 9. Right?
Oh, he want to set his
And this
own
is somebody.
hours.
This is somebody I
Think he's
actually
CEO.
I hooked up indirectly through a friend. Friend asked for a favor, right? For another friend.
And they side-eyeing you now.
For another
that was a
friend.
friend.
Yeah, no, I
Right?
got you. I've
So-
been there, partner.
So their third day, they show up 10 minutes to 9. They're supposed to be work 8 o'clock. No longer have a job. Meanwhile, the same person, I remember them saying before they got this job, man, all I need is a job to get started, get myself together, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting no opportunity. Nobody's helping me out.
I cannot.
Nobody's helping me find work. Nobody's doing this, whatever, like that. All this complaining. I know if I had a job, I'll do what I got to do, stack my paper, do all this or whatever like that. So now the person, that I reached out to said, can you do me a favor? Like you said, is looking at me side-eyed now, like, no, ever bring nobody to me again. I love you, bruh. But they made me look crazy.
Let me get part of this. Let me get some.
And I swear, the hookup thing, I can't do it. I can't do it no more.
Let me tell you
And
something.
you tried to help someone out.
I can't do it.
I've been on my gig
Bet you
for
won't do that again.
Nope.
I've been on my gig for 18 years. Now watch this. I got people in my life that are close to me that look at me, say, "Oh, give me a job, give me a job, give me a job." Check this out. These jokers think they're gonna get on my job and do what I do. You think you got my vacation time? Wait.
Like I've been here 18
Okay.
years.
Do you think that you have my influence? Huh? Do you think that if I come in late, it's going to be the same thing as if you come in late? You dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Stop looking for it. Is because 17 years of never taking a vacation. Never. Busting my behind, working 16, 17 hours has put me into position at 47 that I was not at 27. At 27, I just work hard. You damn right I'm going to reap the benefits and looking towards your retirement now, which is 30. I got 10 more years to look for retirement. And even then, it's iffy. But you got these knockers that think they can have what I work for just from day one. I got so much vacation time, I give it back at the end of the year. So now as I get
And
older,
they cut you a check, I'm sure.
you did. Number two, you think you can call off from work and get paid like me? Why do you think that? So what I'm talking to is the corner boys, the street hustlers. We always have this conversation.
Right.
You was in the club chasing booty, and I'm not mad. I know you think I'm mad, but I'm not. I had a goal that my father and my grandmother and everybody else put into me because I'm a goddamn man. So when you was chasing, getting locked up, losing your life, catching charges, look, open container in the car at 42 years old, and all of that stuff you do, you now want to look at me and say, can I get the hookup?
And this,
Nigga, what?
And that's
Excuse
what
me, bro.
really bothers me.
Stop.
Yeah, it bothers
And
me.
you
man.
lump me in because I'm a man and you a man, and y'all think me and this loser is the same, and then tell me I'm mad.
What's the expression? God helps those that
Who
what?
help themselves.
And that's the whole thing. If somebody helps, gives you a push or whatever like that, you know what I'm saying, to say, here, I know you don't have it right now, but here,
Okay.
you take that you take that little piece of coal and you turn it into a diamond.
So I feel you, and you're 100% correct. I'm gonna tell you a little story. So my son is 25, and I talk about him quite often because I don't know what it is with the men in my family. A lot of these jokers won't work. They just won't work.
I can't do that.
Work. The women work hard too. Let me tell you, most everything that we have in our homes, we bought. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the thing that gets me. Like my son, like I said, he's 25, and I'm not a man, but I know how a man should act or is supposed to act. Okay. So 25 is not, to me, you should be doing something at 25. You're a dinosaur to me because you have no children at 25. Okay? Not even one. So you winning already. He gets a job, and I said to him, how long this gonna last? About a week or two? Know what he gonna say? Well, if I get a ride to work, I said, let me say something to you. I said, bruh, I was pregnant with you in my belly, a baby in a stroller, and my daughter in the bucket. She was 5. They ain't make double strollers back then. It was one stroller. Your kid usually was standing up in it when you had another baby, and I was pregnant. I said I was going to work at a bank at night, dropping my kids off on the bus when nobody would give me a seat. They ain't care nothing that I was pregnant. That's your problem, not mine. I'm sitting, you stand with a baby bag, my pocketbook, a stroller, 2.5 kids. Ain't nobody give me no ride. I ain't had no car. I caught the bus. I was like, this is the problem with your generation and some of the 40-somethings. Y'all act like y'all privileged, and somebody got to help you help yourself. Ain't nobody help me.
And that's the whole thing. In the key, the number one cancer, of bums is excuses.
Yeah.
Excuses is the number one cancer. Got
Dream killers.
Excuse for everything. Oh, the bus was such and such and such. Oh, the cab was such and such. Oh, the Uber was such and such. Oh, the train was such and such. No, you make it happen. So if you know you have to be to work at 8 o'clock,
you need to
get
get
your
up
ass
at
up at
6.
6. Oh my God, at 6. All right, just in case you have to prepare for if there is a problem or if there are delays or detour or whatever the case may be.
Get the swear jar out.
I promise you.
Be proactive.
I worked out here in Cranford somewhere. I needed a job. I had a, you know how you work the temp jobs? I didn't have a car at the time. I literally caught the bus to the Cranford train station, and I walked. Macy's had their on-call department where you would literally take the calls for King of Prussia. If you guys don't know what that is, it's down there in Delaware, Maryland somewhere. I was taking those phone calls. I would walk. Do you know how far? It took me 25 minutes to walk to that job. I didn't ask nobody for bus fare, for train fare. Hell, no buses even went in that way. That's why I caught the train. I had to catch a bus to the train station to get on the train. So I didn't ask anybody for money. I was a hustler. These people have no work ethics, and then they always want to come to you with a sad behind story. No, you ain't getting it. The gravy train has ended.
Your boss or somebody that's giving you an opportunity where nobody's really trying to hear the story behind it.
Yes.
Because that's not really their problem. If they have a business to run or a situation to run with, that's not really their problem. You just need to, look, 8 o'clock, you need to be here 7:59. By 8 o'clock, you need to be in front of that computer doing what you got to do or work, whatever your job is, whatever case. Your boss don't care that somebody ate the homework or that you dropped your cereal,
that's what
your
I'm
bowl
hearing.
of cereal
And
on
I
your
can't- I
pants,
can't
and you
deal
had to
with
change
that.
your pants, or you cracked your phone or whatever like that, or you slipped. They really don't care about none of that.
But people that act this way, they act this way because they feel like the world owes them something.
Yeah, kicking the
Somebody
ass.
owes me, exactly. The world owes you something.
Yeah.
Everybody got a story. Everybody has hardships. Everybody goes through things. But I think one of the leading things is that people think that when they make excuses and they give the sob stories and they give, like, sometimes a sob story is a sob story.
Yes.
People, there's some people who have reasons for things not happening,
Yeah.
and there's people who have excuses for things not happening.
Right.
Like,
I think everybody,
Yes.
I think everybody at one point or another is very guilty of sitting back and saying, oh well, this is because you have your excuses.
Can I say something to you? I promise you, this is someone who worked 3 jobs at one time. I never ever sat back and said, nobody can give me a job. What am I gonna do? I beat that pavement. I've worked in a mall 2 and 3 jobs when I know that one job wasn't going to be enough, because guess what? I had to have a roof over my head. I had 3 babies I had to take care of. Even when I was married to their father, I need to make sure I have my own, because you might bounce and then I'm stuck.
Right.
Yo, the early, the younger me, and I'm guilty of this. Like I said, we transparent. I'm so guilty of just walking out of jobs when I was younger, like just walking like, after a day or two, like this ain't for me, and just walking out of job.
Today my last day.
And let me tell you, a very close friend of mine, like I was one of those dudes that 28, 29, whatever, and I was still on my heavy entertainment hustle, right? So a regular job to me,
yes,
just never
appealed to you.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, so he got me a good job, but the hours were 12 midnight to 7 in the morning.
Oh,
right?
That's a good hour.
He got me a job, though, at Dun & Bradstreet. And shout out to my boy. I know he listens to the show. Dun & Bradstreet, very big company at the time.
Yes.
And I had to do this printer paper and this major, huge computer printer and whatever, and put it on the latches right and made sure the reports were running through. You know, I was the report dude, right? And
so they depended on you.
Yeah. So like, I went to it the first day. You know, you basically learning how to do it right. And then the second day,
Lord Jesus.
Second day
was your last day
of the job. It was like 3 in the morning, right? And I messed up one of the crinkles for the report thing. I didn't put it in the holes right, and the whole report went through, started ripping through the machine, ripping and tearing up whatever like that. And the supervisor looking at me, he was like, "You didn't follow my instructions." And then me, at 29, I said, and I ain't going to follow your instructions. I'm going home. And I bounced, right? So my boy that hooked me up with this job, right? He was making some decent money out there. Whatever. I said, man, this is our friendship, I guess, is over. He's like, man, look. He was like, I knew this wouldn't work for you. You know, that's just not where your head's at. He said, I was just trying to help you out and, you know, make some money, whatever like that. Whatever, you know, and but damn, man, he's like 2 days. He's like 2 days, Norm.
Wow. You ain't even give it a month.
Yeah. And I thought about that, but no, that changed my whole perspective over things, especially when I had my own business. When I started having my own business, and what I expected from people.
It wakes you up, doesn't it?
It woke me up. I swear I never did that again. Even if somebody gave me a job, even if I didn't like the job, I would complete the full task. I would complete the job or whatever. If I left a job, I would give them a notice, 2 weeks notice, or whatever the case may be. Whatever. I learned what you call that acumen, business acumen, good business acumen, and everything. How to conduct things properly, whatever. Because I saw how it kind of messed my boy up in a situation.
It jammed him up.
Yeah, it jammed him up.
Recommendation.
It jammed him up, and I said I would never do that to somebody again. So at 29. I learned that. I learned that lesson.
I am so sick and tired of hearing women outmen men and having phenomenal work ethic. You see these stories that we hear. We hear stories of having 2 jobs, 3 jobs, or whatever. Like some people that happen to be males, right? They have stories. I got a story too, which is catch the bus to work in the snow and the rain. Catch the bus back home. Pick up my infant daughter. Catch the bus with my infant daughter to Pathmark with my daughter on my back, right? Because her mother was where? Working. If I had cab fare to bring the groceries in, fine. If not, I had to carry back. Or I stole a shopping cart. Did you hear what I said? I said I stole a shopping cart, put my daughter in a little thing.
Andrew, we're going to read your comment.
Put my daughter in a thing and rolled her back home. Right? So I guess you were just resonating with me, and I guess I'm an old man and I want to tell my little war stories too. Right? But how can a man be a man if he doesn't provide? Right? Listen. Joker, you got to be at least as man enough. You got to be as man I'm getting confused. Tongue tied. I'm getting upset. Listen. You got to be as manly as your mama and your grandmama. What do I mean? Women with 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and you're sitting home and you're okay with that. And there's an entire subculture that's grown up in our community that the enemies of our community look at and say, look. How are you allowing your woman to outman you? That shit, it burns me and offends me. I got people in my family hook me up with a job. Nigga, you can't even catch the bus. No, I swear to God. Talking about, can I get a ride? So when my license was suspended because I didn't have enough money to have insurance, I used to walk past my car every day like, with a $4,000 surcharge. Talking about 50 until what? I got my license back. Do you think that I'm going to accept that story at 47 from myself? What you mean? You don't got no license? Cancel. Like, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Not me. Why is it that the things you should have did when you was 27, you trying to do at 47, talking about why Kiss ain't calling me back? You a bum.
Because you're a build-a-bomb.
Right. So these men, Norm. And last thing, if you want a cop seat, listen. Don't use Norm. Don't use him. Right? He's an entrepreneur. Okay, he's talking about, the hours. You can't outwork him. I tried to follow him. I had to tap out one at an event. So, you're telling me, right, I want to start up my own business. But you don't got no damn work ethic.
I see it all the time, bro.
Yeah. And you can't fit that. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Bro, I'm talking to men now, black men right now. Call me racist or whatever. Get it together. I don't have no tolerance and no time. Everybody here got another job, another gig, another hustle. Why do you expect women to provide for you? Why are you okay with that? And why do women accept that? And then get mad at me because that's what you went through?
Because
Sisters, stop doing that.
And vice versa too. There's a lot of women who expect the opposite.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Meaning that there's a lot of women out here, who don't want to do anything, don't want to work, don't want to do anything, but expect for the man to be the provider.
I can't stand you
or
either.
they expect everybody to do, just to take care of them on a frequent basis. It's like, no, you're an able body. You can get up and you can do it yourself.
No doubt.
So I'm gonna read this comment by Andrea Stanton.
What's up, sis?
Good afternoon. In reference to insurance and bank accounts, some people now think GoFundMe accounts are the new personal policy bank accounts. The sad part, fake accounts are set up daily.
Yes. Yes.
I never heard of that. That's new to me, but I don't think a GoFundMe is a bank account. I'm talking when you literally go into an actual building, you sit down with a representative and they hand me your driver's license. Oh, I'm sorry, some of y'all don't have ID, so you won't be getting a bank account.
God.
Okay,
Right.
So that to me is what I'm talking about. That's
But I think she's coming from
what she's
a perspective of saying
No.
that they're using that as a way just to get some money.
I get
Right.
what she's saying. I totally understand that. But what I'm saying is that is not a bank account. And you know what gets me? When people be like, oh, what is this Cash App? I don't know how that works. I said, first of all, you have to have a bank account in order to use it.
Oh my God.
Period. So
you know what?
I can't send you anything because you don't have an account.
And real quick, let me go in on that whole
go ahead.
GoFundMe thing.
Go ahead.
I see this all the time, right? And 9 times out of 10, let me tell you what GoFundMes to me are for, right? All right. So I know certain people that are dealing with certain ailments like cancer and this and that, or maybe have disabled children, whatever, mentally disabled, physically disabled children or whatever, and they in need of certain things or whatever because they exhausted every other avenue or whatever, so they're asking people in their personal circle for help. And so they'll set up a GoFundMe account, whatever like that. I can rock with you on that. I can't.
Of course, that's what they're for.
I can't even too much on the funeral thing when I see a lot of people, somebody pass.
You can't afford.
You can't afford to bury your loved one.
Can't afford
Respect.
to you know what I'm
Go
saying?
get it.
I could kind of rock with that in a way, but
to a point.
Yeah, I know.
To a point.
Right, but I can rock with you
get
on
some
that.
insurance, and you know better then before you leave this world, you got to set up some type of insurance. Right. Funerals are expensive, and I get all of that.
I used to
whatever.
work in one. They
But when I start
$10,000 a pop.
seeing these GoFundMe accounts, I want to take a ski trip to Aspen with my friends, and they set up a GoFundMe or whatever like that. I need $5,000, whatever, and you know what I'm saying. And certain people actually sending money into this, to help them get that ski trip popping or whatever. Nah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it's crazy because my daughter has a GoFundMe account because she wants to start her business because she wants to do meal prep.
That's different.
She wants to sell plates, and she's an adult, and she wants to donate her proceeds, half a certain percentage of her proceeds towards autism because my grandson is autistic.
That's different.
But the reason why she was hesitant at first to do that was because of situations like that. Because she's like, nobody's going to support that because people support stupidness, but they'll pass by my. But people started donating to her because they know me, they know my daughter, and they know that she's serious about her shit. You get what I'm saying? But it's sad for people like that who actually do have goals and who actually are aspiring to have a business and to be entrepreneurs, that they can't even, they're like, my daughter's had jobs. Now she's not, because we just moved out here. Everything is an adjustment thing. But for people to be afraid to do things like that when it's for a worthy cause, because you got idiots doing stuff like that. Like, who the hell would support somebody's trip? If I'm not going to pay for myself to go to Aspen, I'm not paying for your shit. You know what I'm saying? I need a vacation just as much as you do. I'm not putting money into your shit.
I seen a GoFundMe set up because this dude wanted a PlayStation.
Oh, come on now.
Straight up.
Come on. And how old were you?
That's not a bank account.
Wanted PlayStation, the whole nine. And
I
again,
promise you.
That's ridiculous.
To Andrea's point, let's take this call. Call back. The phone number is
646-233-1300.
I promise you.
People are abusing it.
I promise you, I got an ex-girlfriend. I promise you that got a GoFundMe page. Pay my rent.
What?
Swear goodness.
Okay, I get that, but they did have rent parties back in the day.
But
you understand? I get it. I get it.
But the thing is, man,
who does that?
Get a job.
And has no job, by the way.
Caller from the 754. State your name when you calling from. You're the Man Cave Morning Show.
What, Gotti? Is that you?
Who?
Gotti?
This is Gotti. What's up?
I can't.
I would have rocked with that.
What is that? Lord.
616-233-1302. I cannot.
She was like they speak English.
All the crazies are out today.
I'd have rocked with that call. I'd have rocked with that call.
Yes. All right, so.
Yeah, let's read some more comments, man.
I cannot.
Shout out to Barb. It's a sad state of affairs when people use GoFundMe for burial insurance. We need to get together, people. Get it together, people. Yes.
I agree.
Marquita say, what's up, family? If a man accepts that, how can you fault the woman for thinking that way? I guess going back to your point, or in Dad's point.
Right.
Okay.
Andrea said, great points. Shout out to Cardi Franklin. Great topics. My opinion, though, age don't make you grown.
It's a cultural issue that predominantly plague, right? Lord, my glasses.
Plague impoverished
neighborhoods. We are taught. Oh Lord, it moved. We are taught about wealth and things that are a no-brainer for the other communities. We are taught to be dependent upon the system, so the basic financial knowledge is lost. Bless.
Yeah, and basic life skills are not being taught. And that's a big problem within our community.
I guarantee you that your great-grandmother, who was illiterate, I guarantee you she had land. I guarantee you that in your family and in my family, the land was lost. So I don't know what's... And look, I'm not the greatest with money. I'm trying to do the best I can. I guarantee you that the financial infrastructure for African Americans was better back then than it is now. And I guarantee you got a $200 pair of shoes and a big-ass car and all this other stuff. Whereas back in the day, black folks had land, they had property, they had houses, right? And when we moved up north, well, look what happened to it. It all vanished.
Now, and let me say this. Is it hard to get a job these days? Like a good job? A lot of times, here's what we sort of, in our community I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
We fall victim to when we can't get the job that we want.
Oh, my God.
Hear me when I say this. We can't get the job. So my skill set is I'm good with a hammer and building a house and this and this and that. I can't find no jobs out there where I can do that. My skill set. So I'm just not going to do nothing but wait until I can find that job where I can use this skill set. Wrong way of thinking. Because you have to do something, you know what I'm saying? And while you're waiting for somebody to give you a job to use that hammer, you could be trying to create your own path into using your skill set, which is what I did. Because when I didn't get what I wanted, right? When I put out applications, people don't know this, I put out applications and sent my resume to NBC and other places and broadcast places, and one big company in New York that we know, that we listen to a lot on as far as radio, they did make me an offer, but it was so low I didn't take it. So yes, they made me an offer, right. And I ain't gonna put them on blast or whatever, because some of my people still work there or whatever, and I still see them. But when I didn't take it, hence BKS1 Radio was born. So where I wasn't given an opportunity, I found my own opportunity. I created my own opportunity. And that's what people don't realize, that get caught up in this mindset, because I'm not going to work until I find something that fits my skill set. Yeah. You have to create your own situations, people. We have to get into that mindset. You know, so everybody, I get it, don't have an entrepreneurial spirit. I get it. That's fine. That's fine. But you can't sit on your ass and not do nothing, and sit home every day and play PlayStation, and then create an environment of depression around you.
Sit home and play PlayStation and smoke weed.
And get depressed and smoke weed and get drunk and high every day or whatever, like thinking that's going to change your situation. You have to get your butt up in the morning and get out there and find something and create an opportunity. We all are geniuses in some type of way. And trust me when I say that. Look at Psychology Today and Google that. We all have some type of genius spirit within us, where we can take a skill set or a God-given gift that we have and make it happen and manifest that into our own situation.
If you are an entrepreneur, or you desire to be an entrepreneur, you're going to have to work harder than if you have a job. That's the first thing. For these people that are sitting on a couch that's like, go Norm, go. You think BKS1 was born with you not working? With you not having sleepless nights, etc. Number one. Number two, when I study African American studies, because that was my heart's desire and heart's passion, yeah, I use that knowledge on the radio, but I ain't collecting a pension from that. You know how many people that, where I am, right? The job market is so bad that PhDs want my job. That's number one. Number two, you know what they want to do? They want to hire people that have less experience and less time than me to fill the position, because I'm expensive because of the amount of time that I've been on my job, and I got to dangle that. Now, if I'm out here trying to deal with that, I got time to listen to you on PlayStation. Do you have any idea what the job market is? Of course, we're talking about entrepreneurship. Do you have any idea what it takes to start a company, to start a business? The amount of effort and time. What I'm talking about, and I feel Norm and I love him on that, right? But check this out. Most folk got to go to a job. That's just facts. Most of us are not entrepreneurs. I work for an entrepreneur. You dig what I'm saying? But that's Norm's, and as a part of this, my vision has been expanded. But I'm talking to men right now that are lazy, living off their mama and off their wife. There are PhDs, people with doctorates that cannot get a job. Did you hear what I said? That are qualified, that got everything, and they can't get a job. No place. You think society is going to keep supporting you with Trump in office? Is that what you think? Yo, dog, you about to be obsolete.
But the reason why I'm even harping on people finding their gifts and finding their skill set, because you can't depend on corporations these days. In the economic state that we live in right now, you can be working for a top-notch corporation and we're laying off 50 people today.
Yes,
and you're one of them.
Right.
You know, or you know, we're firing people today, or this company's closing today, or whatever like that. You have to prepare yourself for these situations, right? And create your own thing. Your own thing needs to be happening. Or you need to have a B plan or something.
General,
you know
can you do that being lazy?
Yeah, and you can't do that being lazy.
That's my point. Listen. They take Norm, and as he's the boss, and want to move like you. You can't move like you unless you put in the work. That's all I'm of course, the entrepreneurship aspect. You got lazy people thinking that being an entrepreneur is calling your own shots and not working. That's what I mean. They look at, I went to Mexico and I came back. They look at that, right? They don't look at a 48-hour, a 60, you being in the studio for a week straight, not washing your ass. You see, that's what I'm trying to, I'm not, you know what I mean?
I wash my ass.
You know what I'm saying? But they're taking that part and not getting the rest of it, right? That's what I mean. You cannot be an entrepreneur with no work ethic. It's not possible.
So this is the
they
thing,
looking
right?
at you thinking they're going to get all the benefits and no work.
When I actually lost a job that I had, it was in 2011. I lost a job. I hadn't worked for 2 years prior to that, not because I couldn't find a job. I needed a break. I had been working nonstop for like 10 years, and I wanted a break. Like, I needed to figure out what I wanted to do. I had closed my salon. I started working for another company, and they let me go. I wasn't a full-time employee. I was a temp, but I'm doing full-time work, okay? And I worked for the Board of Education. So when I lost that job, I actually had a friend. I called him up. I said, listen, I need to work. I need to find out, do you know of anything? I got bills. I need to work. Can't afford to be homeless, living in my car. Who does that? You know, at 40 plus. So he said, listen, only thing I could do right now is I know this security company. This is the thing, because he always managed to get something off the top. So he was like, you go there, and it's normally a 12-hour shift. I said, well, I can't work a 12-hour shift because I have to go to, I was working at FedEx at the time. I said, I have to go to FedEx. So I need something from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And 10 o'clock, I need to be out of there on the highway going to FedEx, because that started at 11. I'm doing 90 all the way there, right? I did what I had to do. And this is the stuff I'm talking about with men. A lot of men don't want to do this. They think it's beneath them to work a minimum wage job. And to me, minimum wage was like $12 to $13. That's minimum wage to me. I know it's less than that, but that's fine by me, because I'm going to work that. I'm going to build, and I'll put some money up.
Right.
I'll be able to put money in the bank. I might have to work 2-3 jobs, but guess what? In my mind, these 2-3 jobs are paying me what I'm typically worth anyway.
Right.
So I got to do what I got to do, because now I come from a salon aspect where I have my own business. I'm making $25 doing a ponytail in 15 minutes. I'm straight robbing people, because that's the way I'm looking at it. That's robbery. It's like worse. It's like selling drugs. It was a high for me.
Right.
So I'm making my money doing that. So I still had that mentality, like I'm getting paid $150 and I'm doing something that I love. That was my mentality.
Right.
So it comes up here first before it can get anywhere else. It has to be seen up here in your head.
Yes.
And if you can't see that vision,
yes,
you're going to lose anyway. But guess what? I'm not contributing to it. So when guys come up to me and I'm in my car and they tap on my window and ask me for something, what? I got some advice for you. Do better.
Get your life right. All right. So, real
well
quick.
said.
Real
I was
quick.
homeless and stuff too. So
I was too at 40.
So we not doing that.
So
okay?
miss
Get your
me.
life. All
Real
right?
quick.
me.
We're going to run through these real quick.
Oh, the mistakes.
8 life mistakes you need to stop making by age 40. We're going to go through these, and we can each take one or whatever. Let's go with number 1. Drinking heavily. Guilty.
So much for that. You might as well go to number 2.
Guilty.
We might as well not even read that.
I'm guilty of this.
You guys are
But no,
clowns.
heavily.
You guys are
I slowed
clowns.
down a lot.
Listen, if you're not drinking at least a little bit at the age of 40, then you don't really have life problems, okay? Shit.
It says, what was once cute and funny in your 20s and tolerable but inappropriate in your 30s is now completely unacceptable in your 40s. If you're a heavy drinker at that age, it's likely that you're an alcoholic and you may need help. Moreover, not only will people view you as a sad old drunk, but your body will start making you pay for what you've done
Old drunk.
to it. So drinking heavily, that's number 1.
Yeah.
Let's go to number 2.
Oh my God.
I'll take that.
This is what you need to stop doing by the age of 40. Go ahead.
Blaming other people for your problems. Woe is me is an easy attitude to have if you haven't had the best life. But guess what? Basically, nobody you know has had it easy. We all go through rough patches. Sure, sometimes those things are a result of other people's wrongdoings, but there's no way you can change that now, and harping on it for the rest of your life isn't going to help.
Clap that.
Yeah, let's clap that one.
Self-explanatory.
Yes.
Number 3.
Number 3. Engaging in crazy fitness regimens. I signed up for a CrossFit group a couple years ago because of a deal I saw on Groupon. Why not, I thought. A lot of my friends was doing it, and at that point, I needed a serious regimen to whip me into shape. But as fate would have it, I got hit by a car, but totally walked it off like a boss. The day before I was supposed to start, so I used the injury as an excuse to get out of it because I really didn't want to do it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Number 4.
Wow.
Wow. Living in the past.
Living in the past often relates to trying to hold on to a time that we enjoyed despite that it's long gone, and sometimes that can be detrimental to the future. So many people are still thinking about high school, college, and etc., and wishing they had done this or that with their lives instead of focusing on what could have been. Your 40s are a time to focus on what is and what is still to come.
Right.
Becoming an active participant in your life, and you will be amazed at what you've missed by spending too much time looking in your rearview mirror.
Clap that one
is
up.
something.
Number 5. Well, we getting through these quick. Number 5.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to be somebody you're not.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Who
You want me to
We
take
can
that one?
we all take parts.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I see this all the time with people who are in relationships that they shouldn't be in, trying to fit somebody else's mold of perfection when you're just fine the way you are.
I've never really succumbed to affliction, as I'm sort of a take me or leave me kind of guy. I actually couldn't help it if I tried. But there are instances where I've tried to do something or act a certain way that would please the person I'm with.
In the end, it's a fool's errand because the cracks will eventually show, and at that point, you'll just come off disingenuous. And if you can be frank here, if I could be frank here, I'd rather you think I'm a raging a-hole than a ninny who doesn't appreciate his own identity. Besides, at the age 40, do you really want to keep playing those games?
Wow.
Let's clap that up. Number 6.
Oh, wow.
Apologizing for who you are. Do you consider yourself a decent person? Pay your taxes on time? Hold the door for people behind you? Say I love you to your mother before you hang up the phone? Take your friends out to a drink on their birthday? Good. In that case, unless you've hurt someone's feelings unnecessarily or otherwise committed a crime, you don't need to apologize to anyone for who you are. By now, who you are isn't changing a whole lot. You got 40 years under your belt, so accept it, flaws and all. Encourage the others around you to do the same.
Nice. I like that.
Well said.
I like that.
7.
Wow.
Running away from debt. Running away from debt. Like heavy drinking, if you're under a mountain of debt at age 40, there's a chronic issue in your life that needs to be identified and addressed.
Yes.
Now, the time to ask yourself some very important questions. How did I accumulate this debt? What's holding me back from reducing or eliminating it? Do I really want to live like this forever? The answer to the latter question is that you don't. Nobody wants to carry the heavy financial burden of debt on their back for their entire life. Do what you need to do to get your finances in order. Bottom line, you're not a kid anymore.
I love that.
Last but not least,
I love that one.
let's read this one.
Okay. Oh, being afraid to live.
Being afraid to live.
You want to do that, kids? Go ahead.
Okay. I read a story once where a nurse said that on patients' deathbeds, they often reveal the biggest regrets of their lifetimes. The visual of that scenario has stuck with me, but I also wonder why so many people have so many regrets. Personally, I try to live without regret, and for the most part, I've succeeded. Certainly, terrible things have happened to me, and I've also been a catalyst for terrible things for other people. But all I can do is accept the former apologize for the latter, and learn from both.
Amen to that.
Let's clap these up.
Wow.
Amen.
And shout out to I forgot the company, but anyway. Shout out to them for these
Shout
great
out
points.
to y'all.
Yes. Anyway.
And as we come back into focus here, do y'all agree with all those?
Yes.
Totally. Yep.
All right. So at 40 people, I'm just saying we need to do better. Get our life right. Stop acting like you're 20. Stop acting like you don't have no responsibility. Got to get up and do something.
Yes.
All right. Get up in the morning. Do something. Have a goal. Have a focus. Change your life around. You know what I'm saying? If you find yourself still, partying like a rock star, like you was when you was 18 and 20, whatever, and you have no direction, get your situation together. And it's okay too, I'm gonna say this, to ask for help. So it's okay to ask for help. By now, you should have accumulated some people in your life that can help steer you in the right direction.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right?
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. Shout out to Dee Graham on the check-in, Ricky Self Franklin, Julius Gray, DT, Marquitas Ebony, and just all y'all, Joyce Berry, all y'all on the check-in, man. We want to thank you for joining us on the Man Cave Morning Show. We will be back tomorrow morning. And Jay,
yeah,
we're going to miss you
yes,
for a minute.
Are.
For a little hot minute.
Yep, for a minute.
All right?
Yep.
My friend.
Jay's just she's venturing off to Cali.
I am.
And we're going to leave that right there. But we wish you the best.
My friend.
She's venturing off to Cali.
I'm going to miss you. I love you.
Yes, she's
with
still
your
family.
Crazy ass. I'm gonna miss arguing with you.
No more.
There hasn't been no fights.
No more almonds in the morning.
When you don't see her in the morning for a minute,
yes.
not because of no fights, no arguments, no heat, nothing like that.
Of course,
it's just some business stuff.
Yes, you guys are.
We're gonna get a picture
family.
and put it on the wall behind us.
Yeah, dig it.
Yes.
So I can tap the picture.
Yes.
So I can say this because Jackie ain't here.
But Hurricane Kiss.
Good morning, Jackie.
Will be in the building.
You guys are in good hands. I love it.
Rocking out
from one queen to the next.
Yes.
The Man Cave Morning Show.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show.
Yes. And y'all gonna be seeing some great things pretty soon. Y'all actually gonna be seeing a hot sizzle reel trailer, some other things that we working on. So who knows? You may see the Man Cave Morning Show on your cable network pretty soon. So
nice.
Who knows? That's all I'm saying. But we working here at BKS1 Radio, man. And just remember, man, this show is never about us.
It's always about you.
Because you are the next best kept secret. See y'all tomorrow in the morning.
Love you, Jackie.
Kiss, son.
Love you guys.
Love you, Jackie.
Safe travels.
Yeah.
Get a job, you bum.
I love y'all, man.
This is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1 Radio.
It's your girl Chanel, BKS1 Radio, and I'm here with the beautiful Garcelle Bouvet.
I'm paying you later.
Hey, I'm the queen of comedy, some more, and right now you're rocking with BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio Network. I'm here with the amazing Miss Tasha Smith. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thank you for coming out.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Hello, Denise Boutte. Hey, what's up? Shout out to BKS1 Radio. See you soon.
Brick City's finest, J.D. Williams. I'm in the Savage Podcast Studio, chilling at BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio. I'm here with the legendary Mr. Dick Gregory. How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, brother, and thank you.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Jamie Foxx, BKS1 Radio. What's going on with you?
Storming on. This is George Dr. Funkenstein Clinton for BKS1 Radio. They be doing the dog, y'all.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1